Hello. Hello. Merci, Vidma. Silva Edna. So, hello. My name is Henry, and I decided that I want to play this game again. It's been a long time since I played in the save. And, our next mission would be pick up my kid and go with a nightingale on a patrol. So, I'm not sure if you I looked through the inventory and I saw that I bought a few things, so I'm not that much of a peasant as I was. Well, I look badass. And, but I know that if I want to get any gear, then I need to, look like a peasant. So it seems that I need to remove clothes so I can look like it's completely blonde. And now I look like putting my coffee off. I will go there. Very well, okay. In the story, I think that we are still in the beginning.
you're after something here, tell me.
Yes.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name
Henry.
and in fealty too?
Sir Radzig Kobyla?
Yes, I've got you. Well,
Good.
come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all.
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Well, you don't know what I am in biggest trouble in the town. So, usually I can make myself like the home. But you lock everything, so. But thank you anyway. What did you get? Oh, good. I can solve this. Some pepper. That's good. So I think that we are ready to go. We get everything we need. So we just sell the unnecessary things. We are overloaded, and I think we need to repair our shoes. And we are lucky because we get the key master over here. He's okay. Good morning.
God be with you.
Standing on the
Farewell.
stool. Why not? Yes, please repair it. Yes. Oh, those people. Thank you. What should we do? Myself a little bit. No, look like better. Where can I sell this item?
My respects to you.
I just want to show you something.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. Oh, I just want to show you this piece of shit and the celery. Yes. But with this, I want to have.
Let's have a word about the price.
I?
Not I, yes.
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
If you say so.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Right. So we need to wait until 11. I guess. Is there anything we can buy?
Immaculate, yes. Young sir, I can see your future. All the joys and tribulations yet to come are written in your palm, and I can read them there.
Are they? Fine.
Why not? So, what fate awaits me, good wife?
I see a maid in a red dress, the flash of fair hair, and bold features. I see twinkling eyes, and hear tinkling laughter. I see a great love that will last till the grave and beyond, and I can see her name.
Oh.
It is. Katharina.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you, Goodman. There's not many who treat me as kindly as you have. May God be with you.
God be with you.
Goodbye.
I want to buy something and get to know from it. Next thing.
My respects to you.
So what we
Not
got
do it
here?
yet.
Okay, that's probably what I sold to you, so I just want this kid back. A mace. Okay, night hunting sword. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, it's maybe better. You know, I'll sell this. Maybe. Do I have the strength for that? Yes, I do. Needle, no. Okay. I'm thinking of this. It looks good. I don't know. Can I sell you this? Oh no, I'll sell you the sword. That's fine by me. I think I can take it. Goodbye. Oh, I got some points. Good. Yeah. I discovered nothing. It's good. Right. Oh, I'm not playing that. It's too low. This is really beautiful. Wow. This looks interesting. Without
Distress, but
there's
deliver us.
probably some kind of guy that work on it. Nice. Really nice. So
Eternal rest granted to
we
them
need to wait 2 hours.
and let them
First we need to take those perks. Herbalism. Yeah, flower power is good. And you know those threads? You can dispound with anything you want, sir. Ah. I don't know. I don't think that this is anything that I want. Clinch must. Yeah, this looks like I could use that. Or you know, I will just wait a little bit to get more things. So I think we can wait a little bit, or we can look. We can steal from here. Never mind. Oh, what's in here? Nice swords. that stealing is just ignoring the thing. Yeah, I can't use it, so just drop it. Where has it gone? It's lost forever. Okay, goodbye. Never mind. Or we just wait here. Hour.
I'm from Scarlet, good folk. You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the Lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here. What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Is that manure pile not big enough for you?
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
You can find work.
I think you'd better go.
I'd like to know why. I've got a right to be here.
No one asked for your opinion. You'll end up in the stocks if you're not careful.
Good man, please don't drive me away.
Not another word. Clear off.
Wait, I know you. You're Henry, the blacksmith's boy from Skalitz. Your father would be ashamed of you treating a neighbor like that.
I know you have it hard, but if you want to beg, then clear off to the church.
Have you no shame?
Sorry, but that's the law.
I know.
Thank you. I'm glad to see an honest man can still count on the law.
Poor girl. But you did the right thing. At least there's peace. Your old neighbors are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here. This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Great, I'll bring the curd.
We've also got
I feel
the
quite
baker's
hungry.
shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
I like that Nightingale is shouting at a random guy and there's a big I need to pick some flowers. Well, it's free, so why not do that? And I'm doing one for the community.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. She was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Straight to the top. I guess.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Yeah, you guys, we didn't really armor. Oh, I got too much stuff. It's honey. Overloaded. With the metal, I guess.
God be with you, Benish. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Yeah, talk some sense to him.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink. That fool got me all worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Why not?
Why not? Oh yeah, we got...
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
We'll see.
That's it. Now I'm for the chop. We'll see. Now you. Holy Mother of God, why? Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the Rat House. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the Market Square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. Now we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What is he? He's hiding under the table, maybe. No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Okay, let's start. I'll show you my boots.
Down! Go on, Your Grace, show him what...
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Ooh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
I think it would like to spare a word and say something for the defense, but I guess not. I guess that's it. Finally finish this quest. And what do we do? Anything I can eat?
Are you looking for anything?
No, I'm not looking for anything. Why is he standing like here under the room? I think that he was hungry. Can I talk to him? Yeah. Can I throw something here?
Hey, get up off that bed! You've no business here! Hey, young fellow, you can't sleep here. Go and find a bed of your own. Out!
Okay. Can I sleep? No, I guess not.
Hey, hold right there. Show me what part didn't you understand?
Why?
Just open the doors.
Orders of his lordship.
Never mind.
Ugh, come on then.
Nothing. All right, you may continue.
Of course, nothing. No, I'm living. Do we just live somewhere outside? Oh, there is a camp. I think that we are ready to go. I need to put my hobbit on. Oh, yes. Like this. Okay, I'm ready for hunting. Oh, here he is.
Here I am.
I'm overjoyed.
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Good point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
No.
But, sir, isn't there a horse I could borrow?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine? Or, then again, you can just run alongside as befits a peasant. May the Lord watch over you. Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith! Look here, blacksmith. About that business at the alehouse.
Yes, sir.
Hanush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. You understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was, a little upset.
Ah! I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
Well, I think I got lucky.
Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I'll do the best I can, sir.
Yeah, I saw those videos from Neuhof
Listen, I wanted to ask you about Skalitz.
I don't know if... that is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skalitz and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want details.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... well, it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
Not sure even that would work.
Have a word with me. We'll have to find
It
out,
would help me
won't
greatly.
we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out. We'll make camp here. Bring me wine and bacon from the saddlebag.
So I just said that. Okay, wine and bacon. Oh, I'm overloading. This must be huge bacon.
Coming up, sir.
At last.
No, I'm not. It's my wine.
So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am, although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Well, it's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only...
the king is gone.
Just so.
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored.
I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke, at least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow, and
Sir, my old woman is fucking half the village.
like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What? Humans? But
You should see your face. I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them. It's not easy for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Well, couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defence?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but it was too late.
All right, then. I was only asking.
I'm not a coward, if that's what you're getting at, sir.
I never said you were.
And I'd never let anyone call me one. Not even a noble.
More honour to you. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today. But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Carrying a whole shop only. So yeah, that's maybe why I was, a little bit. Oh, only two of us. I think I can, put it here. And from here I can take everything. Good. So now just wait. We can wait until now. And this is the most favorite mission of all for all the people, like hunting, shooting with bow for the first time, which can be.
Sir?
What?
I thought we were going to...
Early means at first light. Light, you dolt. Do you want me to break my neck in the... Good luck, then.
I could do with a bite to eat.
I think you are a little bit overacting.
What are you waiting for? Your lord requires you for the hunt.
Really? Such a renowned hunter needs help?
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant, we'll meet back here at noon. Whoever has the most hares wins. Oh, and if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who has...
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
really hard to hit something with pulling hair away. Even in real life. Crosshair. Getting back in. So in a while I'll have best shooting skills. But now I've really done a really good job. I don't know how many of those rabbits you need to hunt to call this hunt successful, but I think it's at least 10, I guess. So we'll see. Where's this skill? One for the knowledge. Okay, there's another one. Running out of them. How much? Oh, 11. Well, it's not much. Better than nothing, I guess. He's completely lost. There are some times that you can hit anything like long distance, it's completely lucky shot. But they're straight towards the thing that he wants to hit. You take the bow and you completely miss from half a meter. You're like, okay, how this could happen? How is it even possible to miss the target from half a meter? Here it is. There is no problem. I think that we annihilate the population of hares because, well, there's none. So I think that Hans Capon has a problem now, because this means that I ultimately win. Imagine that if we could have, or if we would have run it full time, those 3 hours I could never destroy. Oh, there it is. You know, it looks like that the trail, that it was going to hit him, but the magic was missed. Now I got him. So I think we got a few shots, and then we can call it off. That it, we got 6 shots, and then we can call it off like successful hunting. Because I think it, too good to lose. I don't know where the base. I have no clue. We got 6 heralds, so is there anyone to use something? Maybe creatures? No? Please, pretty please. Oh, baby. Having the boots have been mainly a military. Good. So are we done yet? Or no? Because I feel that Hans Capon just, he's lost in the books somewhere. And I can't see him getting up, so we can figure it out. Oh, this is a high ground, I like it. I don't see from here. I guess that we are full here. Seems suspicious to me. This looks suspicious, so I think we should look into it next meal. Oh, the hunting is very good. Like the creature that has 4 feet and is huge. It's a deer. That's what I meant. It's hard to tell what is it in English if you don't know how to say it in Czech. So it's kind of problem. completely, you know, it was a miracle to me to find it in the boots. Of course, I need to lockpick the chest where it was hidden. Not the most part. So I have to look in the corridor because I can't see more on screen.
What have you bagged?
How did the hunt go for you, sir? I did quite well. Look.
Why do you ask? You were right on my arse the whole time. Not bad, though. Quite good, actually. For a common blacksmith's boy.
Shouldn't there be some reward for the victor?
Jesus, the insolence. A serf asking his lord for coin. But never let it be said I'm a pinch purse. Very well, then.
Your serf humbly thanks you, my lord.
It's getting quite late. I think we've had enough fun for one day.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Henry, follow me. We're going hunting.
Oh, yes. Hold on. I need to eat. You don't? Nourishment. Good. Drop. Yes. And I heard we are good to go. It's one of the. Imagine if I took all the limits, borders of those bulls. I always like that Hans Capon is sitting on a horse in a 90% angle. Like nothing happening. He must have, pretty huge core strength to, hold like this. It was always funny to me. I know that they, they didn't have time to implement mounted knives, on horses, units like this. But still, it's stupid. Okay, where are we going? Oh, hold on. That will show me how to hunt a boar. Well, I got a feeling I know how it will end. Can we go a little bit faster, please? Pretty please. Look. Oh, look at those. There's a deer over there. Just wasn't looking. No, he is. Okay. Anyway, so he is interrupting them.
See here, a wallow. And it's been freshly rooted. There'll be boar somewhere nearby. So, just like last time, slow and quiet, whatever you do. Understand? Or watch out for them from the top of that mound there. Do you need help?
What? You told me to crouch. Where's the boar?
You want to take him down with an arrow? Certainly. Why wouldn't I? You won't kill him like that. Boar is hunted with spears. Is that so? So now all of a sudden you're a master huntsman, are you? Watch and learn.
Did you see that? Damn, I'm good.
Quiet! So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you can...
Fuck! After him! Fetch! Mount up, Henry. We're going to chase down that swine!
I like it.
Yeah!
Henry is looking at them, and he's running straight somewhere else. Like, follow Hans Capon, and now, you know, in a while, just try to find him. He's lost in the woods somewhere. God damn it. But, where is Peter here? Yeah, where is he? So I'll just follow the road. I need to pick my weapon. And oh no, my shoes, they're completely destroyed. God damn it. Okay, we can get better things now. Because we know that there will be fight. Not always trying to find him, where is he? Oh. Sir. Any chance that you saw, you know, a big douchebag on a horse running like a maniac? Never mind. So, I'm following the road, but where has he gone? But I can't find him. Oh! There is something. Good. Now, where is Alma?
You wretches! Your mothers shut you out, and your sisters have bigger cocks than you!
Oh, he did kill the boar. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
You wretches! Your mothers shut you out, and your sisters have bigger cocks than you! You wretches! Your mothers
Mit kereselit?
shut you out,
Életlenül
and your
kibújtál az
sisters
anyád?
have bigger
Jó.
cocks than you!
No csak, no csak! Épp elkúrtad az életed.
Alright, I admit it. It's humiliating to get caught by three loose hands.
Ah! Are you going to untie me? Henry!
I'll have a bronze bust made of you, my friend. But where have you been till now?
Oh, you know, I was picking berries, had a drink of wine, took a little nap.
You lunatic! They almost had me roasting on a spit.
I'd say it looked more like they were about to take your maidenhood.
Now look here, dung grubber. Is that any way to speak to a nobleman?
I apologise, sir. I'm just glad you're all right.
I'm yanking your pizzle, you dolt! Thank you for rescuing me.
That wound doesn't look good, sir.
You're right. Those cumin swine roughed me up a bit. And my damned horse has bolted. You'll have to get me home somehow.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. Who knows how many bandits are creeping around here.
Let's go then. I've had quite enough excitement already.
It's Lord Capon. Get here, everybody. You, help him.
So, now for the fun part. Nice, fine. No, he always was.
How's it possible, Ratsy? Those bastards make so bold no more than a mile from the castle. We'll have to send out more patrols.
That won't do us any good, Hanush. Even if we had 10 times the men, we couldn't beat through every thicket in the fiefdom.
You sent for me, sir?
Come in.
I don't know how to thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, Hans would be dead. And to think I sent you out with him as a punishment.
I was only doing my duty, sir.
Don't be so modest, young Henry. You showed not only courage, but loyalty to your liege. That's why I'm taking you into my personal service.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Well, let's celebrate your promotion and Sir Hans's recovery. Well, don't just stand there, lad. Pour us a drink.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I've urgent tidings.
What now?
A stable boy came from Neuhof. He says brigands raided the stud farm this morning. There's many dead or maimed.
Kurva!
Tell us exactly what happened.
I'm not sure. The boy was so shook up he could barely speak. He said the bandits murdered for the joy of it. I'm sorry, sir. Your vassal Smill is dead.
Who did this? Who were they?
We don't know, sir. The stable boy just kept babbling about some huge fellow in black armor who led the attack.
Take as many men as you need, and don't stop until you've found those bastards. And bring me their heads!
Yes, sir.
My men at your disposal too, Hanush.
Thank you, friend.
Sir, let me ride with them.
He's full of piss and vinegar, isn't he?
Their leader, he must be the one who attacked me at Skalitz. There can't be 2 men in the whole kingdom who look like that.
You think he might still have my sword? No doubt you could use another swordsman, Captain.
As you command, my lord.
How soon can you leave, Bernard?
Soon as the men are ready, sir.
Good. Wait in the courtyard for Henry. And, give him a horse.
His own mount?
His reward for saving Sir Hans.
Yes, my own.
He'll need it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, go! I want these culprits in the hands of the executioner as soon as possible.
I won't let you down, sir.
The Neuhof stud farm's been raided. We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhof stable boy told us. Get your arses mounted up and let's ride out, on the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
I'll be with you. Farewell.
Can I take my horse now?
Look out!
Pebbles?
Can we go?
Not yet.
Well, why are you wasting time?
doing, Henry? Can we go?
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Then follow me. I don't know what Sir Radzig sees in you, and I don't care. If you're to ride with my men, I expect you to listen.
Yes, sir.
Against all better judgment, they've decided to give you your own horse. The dappled gray beside my stallion is yours. Make sure you take good care of him. Now, mount up and ride behind us.
I got male coif. Good. And this is better too. Oh, this looks horrible. No, I'm not wearing this. Sorry. Not today. Not today. Okay, I have this. Nicopolis saber. Ah. Rid of those. Maybe I would like to have those and those. I think it's ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's your master?
In the paddock.
crucifix. What kind of beast could do this?
By the blood of the martyrs. What happened here? Why?
Someone came at night and hamstrung every one of them. The horses, screaming, must have woke poor Radek, the stable boy. And when he tried to stop them... And then my husband. When my husband tried to help them, they killed him too. And when they were done, they put a torch to the stables.
My sincere condolences, ma'am. I swear we'll hunt those monsters down and make them pay for this.
The horses were still alive when I came. We had to finish them off. All of them. The pain in their eyes. They couldn't understand how anyone could do this to them.
Did they steal anything? Any horses?
Nothing. They wanted blood, not coin.
Did your husband quarrel lately? Was there anyone who might want revenge?
He argued over the price of a saddle, maybe, but nothing that could drive a man to this.
These are dark days when there's more kindness in horses than in men. Did you see anything? How many were there? Or what did they look like?
We saw no one.
Has anyone tried to follow the trail?
No. We were fighting the blaze until now, and even if we weren't, what chance would any of us have against someone who could do this?
A pox on it. Mount up and quarter the area. We have to find out where they went. Look for tracks and ask the folk if they saw anyone. Fuck! Someone must have at least caught sight of them.
Yes, sir. What about me, Captain?
What the hell use are you? You stay here.
Please, let me do something. I could have a look around the area and see if they left any tracks.
Well, if you must. Just don't get in anyone's way, don't go too far, and come back here when you're done.
Okay. Sounds easy. So good. I think we can end it here. What a tragedy is this. But I think it's enough for today, and we'll see you in the next episode.
How could anyone be so cruel?